Oh, they're so cute.
Made it! Yay! Woo!
I don't know if you guys know this about Kamri, but Kamri has been wanting to do some kind of dog training for the last like year and a half. She's been bugging me to either let her train a dog for the visually impaired or dog that's a therapy dog for kids that have autism or something like that. But every time we check into it, the process is really lengthy. It's kind of complicated. Like you have to keep the dogs for long term, like for a year, you know, and train them. And I just didn't know if I could commit to that with like 2 other dogs in the house already. But I didn't want to squash her dreams because I think it's super amazing that she wants to be involved in a program like that and do something that's awesome and good for the community and really be involved. So we found a local rescue here called Doodle Rock Rescue, and they specialize in rescuing dogs from high kill shelters and replacing them with homes. But in the process, they have kind of these interim periods where they need foster families to just take care of the dogs and get to know the dogs before they place them with their adopted families. So we finally got connected to them, and tonight we are going to pick up Kamri's first little foster dog. Turns out that they ended up getting, we thought we were getting Dandoodles, and apparently they've already been fostered. So we are ending up with either Sheep Doodle or Labradoodle. We initially thought we wanted to do the Labradoodle, but then we started looking at Sheep Doodle pictures, and oh my gosh, they're so cute too. So then we couldn't decide. She was like, well, could you do 2? Which initially wasn't my ideal, but I think we may end up doing 2.
Right now we're going to pick up the dogs. They just sized us and said that we need to come up with names for the dogs, and we believe we are getting 1 girl and 1 boy. So we're trying to come up with names, and Rylan likes, what do you like?
I like Mazie and Milo.
Mazie and Milo.
Which I think is cute.
I think it's cute. I think it goes together. We don't know how old they are, but they keep saying puppies, so I guess I don't really know what a puppy is, technically like age-wise, so we'll see how big they are. But yeah, we're getting the house prepped, picking up a little dog gate and all this stuff, so we'll see.
Hey guys, we got stocked up with the goods for the dogs. Turns out they're 4.5 months, not puppies. I mean puppies still, but not baby puppies.
Big.
So they should sort of, we hope, kind of be potty trained, but we're waiting in the store so that we can get them in our hands and then bathe them, because we've been told they come in dirty a lot of the times. So we're gonna bathe them here in the store and then take them home.
I know, we just put them together and they are like totally snuggled right next to each other.
This is Milo and this is
They obviously feel way more safe when they're around each other, so I think we're gonna try to keep them together now until they're comfortable. But even just like in the past hour, Milo's warmed up to us so much.
Yeah.
And now we are teaching Mazie what a toy is.
I'm pretty clearly.
I know, we're trying to show her by example. Milo's still having a little bit more issues, but he doesn't look like he really knows how to walk.
So update you guys, we got the dogs washed and taken care of. They were very, very nervous, very shy. They definitely have not had a ton of exposure to people or been out of kennels much for that matter, their crates. So we took them outside, introduced them to our dogs, introduced them to the yard. They did their business, and now we're just letting them relax. We've got them some food and water. Rylan's over here with Milo, connecting with him and loving on him. And Mazie's definitely warming up to Kamri, so I think that it's gonna be good.
We were lifting up their bed and we found like, what, 50?
Probably
50 fleas all over the floor. And so we decided to like inspect them. They have fleas literally all over them. And it's literally so sad.
Rookie mistake. Next time we will learn. Take flea
even
shampoo to the thing with us and just bathe them with flea shampoo there, so you don't bring them home.
Like that right
What
there.
grosses me out is you can feel them popping under your hands.
Mom, I'm trying to show her. But think about her.
Okay, hello everybody. So this weekend, Allie and Allie's behind the camera, decided to go on an adventure because we were bored this summer, and we got an Airbnb. Teepee. It's a teepee, but it's an Airbnb. But the thing is that they emailed us afterwards and said, essentially, you have to bring everything, including toilet paper. I just want to make a real quick comment. I brought a backpack and a little bag of food. Allison brought my whole trunk. We have literally, we're ready to live on the land for 3 months. All right, so I don't know if you can see all the way across, but this is a river, a literal river that we are going to have to cross in my Jeep. And I have never in my life off-roaded. This is what the Jeep is made for. We made it! Yay! Woo! We made it! We got to the teepee, which is just a miracle. I don't know if you can see the little teepee in the woods right there. It's super cute, so I'll show you everything in the morning when it's bright and we can actually see things. For now, we're gonna try to unload. All right, good night, guys. I thought I'd show you what it looks like up here. There's like a little swing bench, a huge fire pit, a smoke and grill. There's the wood and our trusty lantern here. And then of course, the actual teepee. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's got some dirt floors, nice little holding area there, a chair, a bed with a bug net. Same with this one. We will just slept on that one because it's huge. And then naturally, the creek. Back here, that goes all the way down and all the way up is a local pig named Pig, that just roams the campgrounds. Pig. Bye-bye.
Kamri's been wanting to redo her room for the longest time, and we're finally getting to it. And little things have been showing up and appearing. And of course, the night before the 4th of July party, which we always throw, her bed and her book stands all showed up. So this is the current state of her bedroom. Super awesome. And we had the ticks today on the dogs. So it's been crazy. It's always crazy around here.
Okay, everybody, it's the 4th of July, and that's like one of our family's favorite holidays. So I picked out everybody's outfits last night. Kamri, show us your outfit. Outfit number 2. Outfit number 3. Wait, don't forget the dog. Oh yeah, and the dog. So Dax, stand up. Show me your outfit. This is Mom's.
Technically, I picked out my own outfit.
And then Dad's over here, just a boring t-shirt.
No, Mom changed the outfit because she said it would be too hot.
And then show my outfit. Look at my shoes!
Oh, they're so cute.
And that's an update on 4th of July.
So we got dinner ready. Check it out, you guys. Here's the dessert table this year. And thanks to Jenny, we have Costa Vida. So we're doing tacos. We're going non-barbecue this year because I think everyone gets tired of barbecues. So we're doing tacos. So we did rice, beans, all the fixings. Yum. Every year we have a secret spot in the median, and we line all the cars up. We line all the people up.
Mama!
There's the little things to do in the cars like this.
Mom's
Glow sticks. Building balls over there. Building balls and glasses and sunglasses. And then the teenagers do stuff like this in between the Jeep. We're ready to party, I think, Mom.
You guys look all snug over here.
We are.
Who's taking a nap?
Not yet.
You guys taking a nap?
Yes.
Had a lot of people on Instagram asking me more about what's going on with the dogs, so I'll just explain really quickly. What happens is typically that these dogs are probably bred on a puppy farm somewhere and hoping that the breeder will then sell them to a puppy store where they will be sold. But for whatever reason, Milo and Mazie weren't sold to the puppy stores, and so unfortunately the breeder still kept them and just didn't take care of them as he tried to get rid of them. And eventually were surrendered to the rescue, which is where we got them. But basically what we do is bring the puppies in, treat anything that they might be an issue. So like our dogs came with tapeworm, fleas, and ticks, which is not normal. A lot of the dogs come in a lot better condition than that. We take them to the vet, we get all of that dealt with. We give them all of their vaccines, we give them their heartworm. Our family even just took clippers to their fur and kind of trimmed them up, made them look a lot prettier and more manageable, and brushed them really well so that they look amazing, because nobody wants to adopt an ugly, scruffy looking dog. And then our job is to just start on leash training, crate training, socialization with people, socialization with other animals, all that kind of stuff, so that they are a really family friendly, kid friendly dog when they're ready to go and find their forever family. We're working on it, but Mazie's such a dreamboat. Milo is a clumsy little thing because he's just learning how to use his legs better, but he's hilarious too. They're both really sweet dogs. And anyway, that's what happens and what we've been doing. Been out hanging by the pool, but I thought I'd jump in the house really quick to show you. If you follow our family very often, you know that we have a room in the house dedicated to filming, or at least we have in the past. So it just made it a little easier with the lights and everything, but we've decided that we're not using that very often anymore, and we're actually filming more in kids' bedrooms, or the twins are filming at school at their dorm room and now their new house. So we kind of decided to dismantle the studio and transition it. So we left up the CGH set because that's one we still will use. But all of the rest of it's kind of been broken down to just a big empty room right now, and I'm gonna actually make it a workout room. So I'm gonna put mirrors on this wall, probably a treadmill and elliptical, some free weights, maybe a bench, just basic stuff to begin with. And then over time continue to add to it to make kind of like a home gym. And because we're filming more in bedrooms, Kamri's bedroom hadn't been touched for like 6 years. So we decided to dismantle her room and kind of refresh and do some things with her room. So I'm not gonna show you because that would be giving stuff away, but suffice to say that we have totally changed her room up and it's gonna look amazing. So we just picked up Milo and Mazie from the vet where they got spayed and neutered, and they are both kind of loopy still from their meds.
His leg is twitching.
Hi honey. I know, I don't think they know what there is going on yet from the medication. So a little loopy. Goal is to keep them kind of calm and resting for the next couple days. So this should be interesting. Milo especially isn't excessively calm. So we'll see.
Puppies are so tired. Look at them. Hi Milo. Hi. Mazie keeps lifting her head up and then putting it right back down because they're just so drugged up right now.